Oh, good. Allow access. Come on. Okay, hopefully it let you in.
Yep, it looks like it.
Yeah, it says you joined the game, but it also popped up the, are you sure you want to allow this programmed
Yeah,
access
it
to the
it,
network?
it did that
Yeah,
to me
yeah, yeah.
too. Yeah. All right. Man, we did all this last time. Goodness.
We sure did. Look at all this. And now we're going to basically walk away from it
And let
for
it
an unspecified amount of time.
just let it roll for a while. Just, you do your thing.
You will absolutely want to grab some of those computers, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to need a few.
170 for 34 fuel generators.
I'm going to be making a few more than that.
Oh, are you now? Are you going to double up?
I'm planning. All right, so here's the part where we
Uh-oh,
talk about what we're
here
doing
we
today.
go.
I'm figuring there might be enough space up there to fully tap both pure oil nodes up on the northern coast.
Right. It can be a little tight. You're probably going to be sprawling out into the water a bit, but
I'm thinking I
it
go
should be
out into
doable.
the water and kind of hang a left, basically, and I just have a long straight line out on the water.
Right. So the one to the east is the one I'm working with first. I've sent you some of the screenshots,
Yeah.
and I fit 20 of the 34 that one supports in kind
Mm.
of the space just to the east of where I set up those 10 refineries.
Hey, War Devil.
And then I'm just going to sprawl out a little bit. Yeah. I'm just going to sprawl out a little bit past there into that. There'll just be kind of like a line of the additional like 14
Yeah,
kind of filling into that space. You're just go up there. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go north, as just basically out into the ocean.
Yep.
Uh,
That should totally work.
yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a generous amount of space before you start hitting like the death plane
Oh
around the
no, you
world.
you will
So
not run out of space for that. I mean, I have built because I built my super train set way out into there. Yeah, if you would have to build them like all in one row to even get close to being in danger of that.
yeah, and at the
So
very
don't do that.
at the very least, I'm planning on like trying to angle that row so that it's you know
Howdy, howdy, War Devil. We are. Oh, I am fine.
I'm fine as
Reasonably
well.
certain Spud's fine.
Yeah. Especially hopped up on all kinds of allergy medicine. But yeah,
I,
doing fine.
I got poked and prodded by the doctor today. It was fun.
Mm. Oh, look at all this infrastructure. And at some point, I'll be dismantling some of it.
I kind of have the feeling that it changed my screen resolution a bit because it looks like the UI elements are like bigger.
Yeah, it seemed like a lot of the changes from the last couple of minor main branch updates seem to have to do with fixing UI bugs and scaling issues.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. Actually, having an easier to read current
Yeah.
milestone display is not, to this old man's eyes, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. All right. So I have to make some plans. I should probably go down to my doctor and do a proper allergy test. But, anxiety.
Yeah, I had the. This is the first time they've done a depression screening,
Hmm.
and without getting all personal on Maine, it was very much like, you're asking me, have I had symptoms of depression? And I'm looking at the calendar, going, you are aware of what year it is, right?
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to talk about that. But it's just like,
Yeah.
okay,
Just
I know
like
you have to do this, guys, but come on.
in the years of our Lord 2020 and 2021, really?
Things happened. Let's just leave it at that. And I believe we briefly talked about this. I don't know if it was at the end of session or a post-session chat, but I think my job today is to come up here to this fine space elevator facility you built and see what it's going to take to start making the Delivery 3 happen.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the plan while I'm doing my signature power plant stuff.
So I'm going to need 2 manufacturers and an assembler. So I may have to tear out some of this, but...
That is fine. You can make that platform yours. It did the job for Delivery 2. I am going to start populating the northern oil fields with machines.
Excellent.
I'm not going to jump straight into the power plant just yet. I think I'm actually going to make a packaged fuel line.
Ooh.
So we can get to jetpack.
You gonna use one of the lesser nodes for that?
Yeah,
or?
yeah, the impure nodes. Yeah, I actually charted it out, which is why I've got Excel open. I can tap 3 impure nodes to get. Is that 90 or? No, wait, no. Actually, I would have to get. I would only have to tap like 1.5, and that would be enough to make 40 packaged fuel per minute, which is more than enough.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you won't use that much. The flying crabs are what they are technically referred to, by the way.
Oh yeah. Those bee things. They're just bugs in my head. I don't know a lot of the official terms of the fauna around here. I should probably... I think the first thing I might do, actually, while I've got a whole bunch of excess construction materials, is make some kind of... what? Why are my words? Hypertube line. There we go. Just a quick...
Hypertube.
A quick hypertube line from the oil refinery, or from the basic plastic and rubber refinery to
Oil Site 1 to Oil Site 2.
from plateau oil to pure oil coast, or the oil coast.
Yeah. Oh, right. And the adaptive control unit requires the funky wiring thing. And the modular engine requires the smart plating thing. That's right, it takes thing plus thing to make thing.
Yep.
I think I'm going to take the first 2 assemblers and just crank out the 2,500 versatile frameworks. And then I can tear those down and use them to make the modular and the smart plating and the adaptive whatever things.
Yep.
The things that make the things. Right, the automated wiring and the smart plating are the previous phase things that you would then need to make this phase things. But versatile framework is eternal. And it's 12 per, so 12 times 2,500 is lots.
Alright. Been a while since I've done hypertubes. I think it'll be the first time in this game that I'm doing hypertubes. Strap in, everybody. It's another construction episode. Because they're all construction episodes.
How do you get right down to it? It is kind of the game.
We've kind of explored out, and now we've got to build things to make things. But thankfully we've built enough infrastructure that the things we need to get are within reach, and boy is that so important when you start getting into later stages. Just like, I can get things in a minute. Good. And not, hours and hours of work. But yeah, I figure make a powered hypertube line to the coast. So that at least cuts down on that little bit of walking. Then make.
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't want to have to hike that back and forth. I've been using the Explorer back and forth, and even that's getting tedious.
So, and then I make the packaged fuel line real quick. Get that rolling so we can have jetpacks. And then I begin the long work of making a giant oil power fuel generator complex.
Waha ha 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 ha. I'm gonna parallel process the versatile frameworks first. The hell? What are words?
I don't know. It's I might need a little bit of your help real quick.
And 5 and
It's doing the thing where
6.
on some stackable conveyor poles it won't let me stack up.
Oh, great. Yep. All right. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
I got the heavy mod frames split up into their respective bins. Right. I need to go that way, then that way. And also make sure I bring enough rods and iron plates because that's what it takes to build those things. And I have plenty. Okay. I have oodles of stackable thingamajobber makers. So I'm on the way.
All right.
Oh, and by the way, the Preer oil is well guarded.
Oh, it's gonna be. Everything's probably respawned by now too.
Well, if it hasn't been 3 game days,
I'll just kind of pop over and check real quick. Let's go ahead and ping for crude.
I was about to jump into the hypertube and I realized, well, that's not going to go very far.
Okay, I think we're clear.
Okay, do you want some stacked on this one here that's kind of alone
Yeah, the ones
next to this rock?
The ones in the line that are only 1 tall, I need another 2 conveyor poles on top, and then the
And then the thingy. Got it.
the hypertube. Oh, you have respawned.
Okay, so make it 3 plus the tube.
Yep.
I have a hotbar for that.
I also made a hotbar for that. All right, so the ones next.
It's weird that only some of them it's doing that to you.
Yeah, I don't understand the nature of the bug at all. I've tried to logic it out, and I do not understand.
I mean, if it was consistent past a certain point, then that would make sense, but nope.
No.
All right, so we got it down this far.
And I'm thinking the platform will probably terminate here, probably-ish. Or might go a little bit further east, maybe.
Well, if you're going to do that, we probably ought to move this and turn it a bit.
Yeah, gotta.
I would say not here,
Yeah,
but like a little closer to that rock.
Yeah.
Though
So-
coming down straight here isn't the worst thing in the world. It's just kind of.
Yeah, because the oil's kind of spread out. The impure oil's kind of back here a bit, and
Yep.
these ones have respawned, but the ones next to the pure have not yet. So I think we're kind of right on the line, maybe.
Nice. All right, so do you want like one more of these coming this way, or do you want to turn it and go toward the and build out on the water for the platform?
I kind of want to. Sorry, combat.
No worries.
I think I want to kind of follow the coast to the east a bit and then put down a platform there.
Okay. I will take all of that out.
Oh, this is now the perfect time to try out the new toy.
The new. Oh, hey, chunk, chunk, chunk. that should work.
And there goes all the ammo I spent all that time crafting. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is a normal node. I can get everything I need off that normal node, actually.
Alright, so...
Or I could just use the impure...
I'm going to build a platform kind of a little more into the water and leave the conveyor belts kind of toward the landward side to split off. Alright, let's...
Sounds perfectly reasonable. I kind of want to use mainly the impures here for the fuel generator, or packaged fuel line.
Yellow.
Come on. Oh, I can't.
Oh! An Unreal process has crashed.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's...
That might explain some things. Why the world is kind of
frozen.
frozen.
Not like that. Alright, hang on, let me, oh, God only knows where our last autosave was, either.
That might... I don't know if we had an autosave yet.
Oh, please. Autosave 1. No, we did.
Okay.
And it was, like 7 minutes ago.
Mm.
Oh, wow. Well, alright.
Let's try that again.
Has joined the game early. Frickin' access, y'all. I had not yet started my way down to help you with placing things.
All right, then. I had just gotten in the middle of placing these conveyor poles. So I was part way through the process.
That's 30 some odd hours before we got our first crash. That's
something.
Sing along if you know the words. Early access. I won't try to do that again. I wonder if it didn't like me trying to use the kind of frames I was using, so when I go down and redo this, I won't try and use the same frame type.
Hmm. So yeah, that
okay, I think we kind of want the hypertube to be on its own when we can put the other one alongside. Like, basically do that, and then
have like
put the actual conveyor belt ones off to the side. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well,
Yeah,
probably not that
that
side.
so that's good.
Probably more water side.
Yeah. See, I was going to do it the other way around, but that is A-okay. Whoops.
Actually, does that reach just enough? All right. Yeah, all right, and that'll go kind of around, and then there's 3 layers of stackable pole to go all the way around.
Actually, you don't need the top one on the on this guy.
Oh yeah, that's true. Got one underneath there. Oh, no, I don't need the one for the hypertube. I just need it for the conveyor.
For the actual conveyors, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't get rid of that part.
Oh yeah, good move. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to run power down there. I'll get on that.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh, come on. You know what I'm short on? Wire. Just regular
actual wire?
Yeah.
Cable?
Cable, I'm fine. Wire is
Oh,
for the power poles.
do we have a
We do
do we
not have
have
a
a
bin down
bin?
here, actually. We
Hang on a second. Well, making a bin is not the hardest thing in the world.
yeah.
So wire. I'll throw
Yeah.
some cable and quick wire in there as well, because for the bases you'll need quick wire
Yeah.
too. So, all right, there you go.
Tonka,
Hopefully that will do.
that'll do just fine. Yeah, that's plenty.
And this end is powered, so
Yep, just got to get the other one.
now back up to throwing steel beams at the versatile framework problem.
Yeah, let's try that. All right.
15,000. Oh my god.
All right, now go ride.
Here goes nothing.
It's a bit of a climb that way because of the elevation change, but not too bad. Now the other way.
Okay.
And we're back.
Huzzah.
All right, for the line for packaged fuel, I'm gonna need 3 refineries, a constructor, and a packager. Oh, and I'm also gonna need an awesome sink for
Yes, indeed.
for the resin and coke. So mostly I just need monitors and probably more copper sheets. While I get these materials and think about how I'm going to do this, I'm going to nosh on some food real quick, so I'm going to go radio silent for a bit.
Not a problem. I'm mostly just prepping how I'm going to get 15,000 steel beams
Oh, yeah.
lined up in a way that will feed 2 versatile framework factories. Or assemblers, I should say.
Best of luck.
Yeah. Probably just going to involve adding a couple of extra storage bins behind the existing ones. They're not going to be able to hold enough. But it's like, okay, what's the math on that again? Yeah. And down we go. My worry now is I'm going to get down here and be like, yes, but you now have all the steel beams and you do not have 15,000 of them.
I might not, is my worry.
12, 13 added to that is enough. Okay, I've got enough for one of them. I can start one of them. The other one's going to have to sit and wait till we have more. I mean, we're making them reasonably quickly. But we weren't making any at all because we had filled up that bin, and now the steel production's like, what? I got to do those again? But any progress is good progress. I'll count it as success. And while I'm waiting for that to get done, we'll look at what it takes to do the smart plates and whatnot. I wish it would just tell you how many are in there. Like just, hey, how many are in that thing? All right. I think that's the way to do that is you hit F. Yes, that's how you do it.
I'm done. Wait, you can get a count of something in a bin?
Well, kind of. By threatening to dismantle it.
Oh.
You have to factor in that there are 20 steel pipes and 20 steel beams as part of that math.
Right.
But once you subtract those, what's left is what's in that bin.
That's right, yeah.
And 7,500 is what I need. And that is a versatile framework assembler, so guess what?
Might as well just do it on a big old platform.
Assembler 1 has begun its job.
All right.
5 per minute. Which sounds like a lot until you realize you need 2,500 of them.
I think on my first excursion, which was using mods, I put like a whole array of like 8 assemblers to do all the things that needed that step. Like just a whole platform that was nothing but here's the space elevator delivery workshop.
Yeah.
And that was still a waiting game.
Gonna need 1,000 smart plates. Because it takes 2 smart plates to make a modular engine. And we need 500 modular engines. So, since you've already got a assembler for smart plates here, I'm just going to use that to fill a bin with what we need. 1,000 and 1,000 make 1,000. All right.
Hey, lizard doggo, don't bother me.
Oh, there's like a whole patch of doggos just a little bit east of the second pure.
Yeah.
I am so thankful for the improved storage researches we've done, so I can carry the 2,000 things I need for this next step.
No kidding.
All right, the adaptive control units are part of that hateful math.
Oh, yeah.
It takes 15 automated wirings to make 2 adaptive control units. So it's really 7.5 per. But then you do that math by 100, so 7,500 automated wirings.
We're going to be underclocked. Because I don't need that many. Also, it's dark here. Probably should have noticed that.
Alright. We have 12 smart platings out of the 1,000 we were going to need. They're just getting binned.
Excellent.
And I've got 2 assemblers working on that problem. I also have 2 assemblers working on the first... Well, I have 1 assembler working on the versatile framework problem, and as soon as I've got enough steel beams, I'll have a second one. So they'll be making 10 a minute of that.
There should be more than enough off of one node to make that work.
So I'm doing a fun thing with my first pure oil super factory, or superpower. I'm sinking all of the resin or whatever. Or not sinking all of it. I'm turning it all into plastic.
Oh.
I've got five more refineries on top of the 10 original fuel refineries. I've got 5 turning the waste material into plastic, along with... It only takes 1 water extractor to feed the 5 refineries. Water plus the resin makes plastic.
Nice.
Okay, back to needing lots.
Okay, now just to power all this, and we should start getting fuel.
Okay. Which is good, because 50 packaged fuels, and we will have the jetpack. I love the jetpack.
Mm-hmm.
Already.
All right, let's see if that works. Should. Math should hold.
The annoying thing is you make more packaging than you actually need. Then you end up just having to sink the packaging.
Yeah. I've got an underclocked constructor, so I'm making exactly as much as I need, at least for the permanent value.
Nice.
Oh. The packager came to life on me. There we go. Our first units of packaged fuel are out and on their way.
Excellent.
All right. That's the much smaller of the projects down. Oh boy. I'm definitely gonna need a lot more concrete, that's for sure.
There is a concrete node nearby,
Well,
but it's kind of like, do you care enough?
just grab. I grab a few 500 stacks from home base, and I'm good.
That's true. You can take so many. All right, so you're making stators down at Steel Land, which suggests that you're using the copper.
Yep. That I am.
And the question is there enough copper spare down there that I could do a wire stator thing?
A wire stator thing.
Or not wire, sorry, cable stator thing. Sorry. If not, I can task some copper from somewhere.
Well...
Yeah, because the stator is the steel pipe and wire.
Yeah.
Like, I could just spin off stator and cables. Because we are going to need stupid amounts of automated wiring.
Right now I've got the steelwork set up so that steel pipes overflows into stators, and the copper for the wire of the stators either makes the wire for the stators or makes copper sheets in excess.
Right, because copper sheets is a thing.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. I was like, if there was an option, I would take it. If not, I will do something else.
Yeah, it's already a fair bit of, like, conditional infrastructure. And it ended up kind of fully tasking that stuff, yeah.
Not a problem.
Kind of a weird problem to run into, where it's just like, well, I didn't actually leave a lot of room for changing this, as it turns out.
It's highly optimized, which
it's highly optimized.
is blessing and curse.
One-stop shop for a whole bunch of things over the course of the many hours we'll be playing this game. Also, it's never going to do anything else.
It's never, yeah.
Modularity is kind of an advanced concern once you start getting to this level.
Yep.
There are people who make, like, general purpose factories where you go in and plug in what you want and figure it out from there. We kind of make more installations where we make it and then forget about it.
I mean, honestly, not to be glib, but since we're doing this for the YouTubes or for the streams, this is a more fun thing to watch anyway.
Yeah.
The
building
an entirely... Building an entirely, well, this is a perfectly flexible blah, blah, blah. Well, that's boring. You get it built, and now what? Watch it do things?
Yeah, there's something just kind of fun about this sort of chaotic sprawl and ending up making problems for yourself, honestly.
Yeah, right?
I'm here to cause problems on accident. But
it's a horrible planet full of resources, and you are a terrible engineer.
Yep. Alright, so I have to... Oh, goodness. Alright, I'm gonna put all of the powered fuel generators on the to-do list and see how horrible that is. Oh, boy. $68 fuel generators.
You're doing them all. That is...
Oh,
so 3,400 rubber, 3,400 quick wire, 1,020 motors.
680 modules. We don't even have all the materials for all this, is the thing. We don't actually...
It literally doesn't exist yet.
I could make, like, maybe one of these full scale.
I mean, the motors, HMFs, and computers, probably. Quickwire, almost certainly. I think the rubber is going to be your only...
Yeah, it's going to be close on a few of them. But first I need to plan out my platforms. Oh, and of course we're going to need the, the 20 refineries to actually make the fuel in the first place.
Oh, yeah. Which, those take more boring things. Yeah. So you're looking at 600 steel pipes, 200 motors, 200 EIBs, 200 concrete. Big deal.
Yeah. Just a magic number to keep in mind for those at home is 10 gigawatts. I'm just gonna try and make the biggest fuel power plant.
We have 7,000 rubber.
Oh, well then, okay.
Also, we have a weird bottleneck because of the nature of the smart splitter fed conveyor belt we've got running up here.
Wait, really?
Because plastic is backed up, rubber is now backed up.
Oh. Huh.
Because the plastic can't get out of the way to let the rubber through.
It does need an overflow.
Yeah, we really do need an overflow
option
for this. Which is a project I can take on. I mean,
yeah. If you wanna add a overflow output to that and find a home for it, then by all means go for it.
Yep, I can probably do that. But yeah, you've got 7,000 rubber up here. So honestly, I think we've got all the mats.
Possibly, yeah. The heavy modular frames have gone pretty slow, but they've also been going for a while. They've been...
Yeah, we've been ignoring them and waiting for other things to happen, so...
Yeah, they've been...
I'll do a quick tally on that.
Underclocked as well, so... I think it's like 75% right now. So they're making you 1.5 a minute.
Yeah, but the minutes tick along pretty quick. I mean, we got over 31 hours into this game right now.
Yeah.
Where the dickens are you putting those? Oh, they're up here, right. They're in their own bin up here. Okay, yeah, so we're not there on the heavy mod frames, sadly.
Yeah.
We have 217. Oh, I'm carrying some. Sorry.
I'm also carrying some.
But 267.
Yeah, so that puts us...
So we're close. Or, no, we're not even close, because the 340 is only for...
barely half.
Half of those. Yeah.
So yeah, that will be a while. At most, I could maybe put together one of these. Yeah, heavy modular frames are slow. Probably the slowest.
Oh, goodness, yes.
The slowest construction material that we get at this stage.
Yeah, that's good, actually. That gives me something to do other than... I think I'm looking at this... I mean, I am going to tackle it next, but the automated wiring is a puzzle I need to solve.
Yeah.
I'm probably just going to build a couple of constructors somewhere. Or assemblers somewhere. Sorry, not constructors. And just feed them what they need, but I've got to come up with the source materials. And I think we've got them, it's just I've got to find somewhere to set up a couple of assemblers and a bunch of bins to feed them. But what we do with a problem like Maria is not as much of a brain burner. Every now and then you just have one of those moments where you're like, I ran out of what?
Yeah.
I start like having the pulling a famous person, like, don't you know who I am? I'm a chief engineer on this project. What do you mean I can't have that?
By Jove. Say hello to jetpacks.
Yay!
Of course, then we have to build them, but we'll have that and plenty of fuel. And we can jump and hover around all of our buildings.
Wahaha. Oh, I see where we have to do this. Okay. Forward, over, and right. I guess I really don't have a choice.
Ah, solving the riddle of the Sphinx?
More the riddle of the where am I placing the smart splitter and why?
Hmm. Right, here goes.
R&D inflated your pocket dimension and has provided a jetpack, which operates on oil-based fuel, for increased navigational capabilities as well as odds of survival.
All right.
Yay!
Jetpack requires plastic, rubber, motors, and circuit boards.
Well, that's a thing. Okay, plastic is over here, which we have lots of.
Actually, I'm just gonna crank out some circuit boards by hand, and then I'll make 2 jetpacks.
Alrighty. And then I punch a hole in that wall.
1 jetpack. Ah, ah, ah. 2 jetpack. Ah, ha, ha. All right, putting the second jetpack in the personal storage box at the hub.
Thank you.
Enjoy. So yes, you might say, well, Blade Runners are gone, we move slower, but...
Well, I switch between them fairly often.
yeah. We can now sort of fly. Now I can get a bird's eye view of your construction. Makes hopping on things so much easier.
Oh, it really does.
Jetpacks. Actually, I'll go ahead. Oh, no, you can come down and get the. You're gonna need to get the packaged fuel, of course, to
Yeah.
fuel it. But yeah, sometimes Blade Runners is faster.
Yeah, Blade Runners is crossing safe ground faster. Jetpacks is crossing all ground safer and much, much more verticalness.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go get a bunch of steel beams. Then I will go get the packaged fuel. So I will acquire my new toy.
All right.
Oh, where'd you say it was? In the little personal storage bin?
Yeah, the personal storage bin. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. New gear.
Make you 100% now. We're gonna need you.
I'm going to go harvest all the steel beams again.
I need to grab some steel pipes and EIBs.
Right, that's the funny thing. You're not actually going to be using Mark III belts. You'll be using 2s and 4s.
Yep.
That's good because I'm stealing all the dang steel beams. Literally take all.
Oh my. I'll put some of the steel beams I got back.
They'll be used for a good cause.
Mm-hmm.
The tier 7 and 8 unlock someday.
Someday.
Today is not that day. Probably not next week either.
No, we're... oh boy. And like after we get this done, we're not going to need these things in this quantity again, I don't think. So it's just that the requirements for the third space elevator trip are a lot. Just a lot.
They're friggin' huge.
And also, like, kind of in the case of, like, heavy modular frames only having so much right now, it's also because we've been going through a lot of our other milestones really fast by comparison.
Yeah.
We have been splitting tasks to get through roadblocks faster. And so some of the very more complicated materials haven't as much time to build up.
Okay, we're now Mark III all the way into the plastic and rubber bins. So now overflow, and nothing should get backed up anymore.
Excellent. And we've got another source of sinking.
Yep. Which we should always have been doing, honestly, but
Yeah, probably.
it just wasn't a priority at the time.
Yeah.
But now that the rubber and plastic factory will always be making us tickets.
Yep. And it wasn't a priority because I did that, and then we were like, oh, we're almost out of power. Time to make a giant coal power plant.
Oh yeah, totally. It's like I said, it wasn't a priority. It's just kind of one of those, if we were doing it, quote unquote, right.
Yeah.
But whatever. This was fun. We were having fun. And, again, power, as you say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm going to go down and get me some fuel.
Yep. I'm going to set up the refinery block to at least make the fuel when we've got all the generators for it. And then going to figure out where I'm putting all the generators.
I think I'm all going all the way down there for the fuel.
Yeah, I don't have it. I don't have it conveyed up to like the plateau yet.
There's really no need.
Not a huge need, no.
Like you grab a few hands full, you put it in the Explorer or whatever. You know, have a couple on hand, put some in the Explorer.
You're good for a while.
And you don't think about it for a week. Like, okay, I've got 2 inventory slots full of jet fuel. Great. And again, with the, yes, I'm standing on nothingness, which is actually kind of hilarious. Got a screenshot of that because it's funny as heck. I'm standing on an exhaust pipe of a refinery.
Oh.
I admit one of the reasons I'm really looking forward to the next tier's unlock is the hover pack for working in factories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it's very situational. It's not a universal thing, but if you are working inside of a factory building where you're surrounded by power...
Absolutely, yeah.
The ability to just go, I'm going to hover here and do my thing for the next 5 minutes. And it just works. Well, the fact that you took a lot of the rubber and plastic means that we're not sinking anything for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Which is the point, you know.
It's all just in case anyway.
And that was it, wasn't it? We're out of researches. Yes, we are.
Mm-hmm.
There are no milestones left. I'm going to go down and survey the stator, the state of the stator supply. You can tell it's been a long day because, like, those 3 words with S's, and I had to think through which one to say in which order. That would be there is none. Okay. That's... All stators are on a belt or being turned into motors. So if I want stators, really my best solution is to head that off at the pass and carve off production. Yeah, I don't think the 3rd elevator shipment is going to be a fast thing.
Why are refineries so damn big?
Yeah, they're so darn tall. I placed my first row of refiners and realized it clipped with the mushroom rock.
Yeah. Oh god, please tell me I didn't just do that. Oh, barely missed it. Okay. Oh, I would have been quite salty if I had Okay. Crisis averted? Question mark.
Oh, right. I'm not using the Blade Runners right now, so I should probably not fall from great heights.
A lot of this isn't going to get used until we have the fuel generators to consume it.
There is that.
But at the very least, I can get the hard part of creating the infrastructure. The production line. Have that all done and ready to go.
150. I'm gonna need a stupid amount of bins for these automated wirings. Because they're only stack size of 50. Oh no, I only need... Oh, never mind. 750, dumbass. That's not as bad. Okay, so I can use a regular bin for this. Good. That moment when you find yourself looking at the wrong darn thing. Yeah, I'm out of steel pipes to do the thing I need to do with steel pipes. Well, we'll fix that here shortly.
Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna run out of copper sheets, of all things. Wonder how that happened.
Whoopsie.
Not there, you dingus. Not there either. Boy, I love dragging pipelines to a four-way junction in a short distance. Can we do this one? Well, let's do the other one first. Nope, I'm definitely going to need more copper sheets. Off we go.
Luckily, that should be well produced by now.
Mm-hmm. I'm not worried at all about our copper works right now.
Oh, no, no. No, you finished that up nice and tidy. It's doing great.
But yeah, absolutely. The key thing is going to be all those fuel generators. I really underestimated how much of a resource sink just making the generators is. It is kind of amazing how much we've built here at the hub.
There's a lot of stuff there, dagnabbit.
Yeah.
Oh, I should go get more steel beams. Haha. I'm prepping for what is basically going to be a bespoke automated wiring construction station.
Gotcha.
And I will just fill it with steel pipes and wires instead of trying to siphon off things from other places.
Yeah, okay.
So basically, I'll make the stators in place.
Yeah, it's probably for the best, unfortunately.
And then we'll have 750 stators that are purpose built for the adaptive control units.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Well, for the automated wirings for the adaptive... Anyway. You know, they could really put the label signage in the game, and that would be great. It's like, what is this factory for? Oh, better look at it to find out, because better hope you didn't forget.
Oh, yeah.
I need 4,500 more steel beams. I'll bet you I don't have that many.
Alright, barring having any actual power, that should be our fuel refinery platform.
Woohoo!
Making in theory, turning 1,200 crude into 800 fuel. So now the considerably trickier part.
The nice thing is, as long as you're sinking the waste product of the refineries, or dealing with it in some fashion, you can build 5 fuel generators, 10 fuel generators, all 60 fuel generators, or whatever.
Yeah.
You can just keep adding those on as you need.
Yeah, and as long as the resin is being sunk, it can handle, waiting on fuel for a while.
Yeah, you can overproduce the fuel all you want.
Yeah. That is the nice thing. However much I get done now, I will be able to expand. Alright. $1 million question. How much space does a fuel generator take up? Because I'm going to guess it's a lot.
1,000... 2250.
Oh yes, I forgot how chunky these things were.
They take up a lot of room.
Yep, they take up a whole 3x3 set of foundations all by themselves, the greedy bastards. Very well. Quite tall, too.
Okay, I need to not do it that way. I was trying to be cute. I'm realizing being cute is not going to work. Because I can't guarantee that the split from the storage bin will be even. So I need to build 2 storage bins and split the steel pipes between them. 1,000 each, and then split the rest.
Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. All right.
Oh, if I had $1 for every time I said that in this game.
No kidding.
6,000 wires seems like a huge number, but when you realize it comes in stacks of 500.
I'm really glad we got the jetpack.
Is that so?
Yeah.
So you're doing what I was tempted to do but chose not to? Build up?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot for having... Because I've got 2 separate lines of fuel, I'm gonna have 2 separate lines of fuel generators fitting into it, but I'm gonna stack one on top of the other eventually.
Yeah, I considered doing that, and I was just like, that you have to make such a tall freaking second platform for that. You're going to go through lots of concrete and iron plate.
Yep. Moist, certainly. But that, I just, mostly just exploring to see how tall it was going to have to be to make that happen. Oh, at some point, definitely want to see about using tickets on wall pipeline mounts, I think.
Oh, hey. Let me get this thing connected and powered up, which
It's not
my
a huge priority right now, but
okay. So I'm about to get my 750 stator maker thing ready. So I've got all the mats inside. I just have to feed it with belts.
Nice. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a lot of concrete. First of all, it's gonna need to be like 17 wide, so it's gonna be like times 3, like 54 foundations wide. 7 deep.
I ran out of quick wire. Whoops.
That's a thing. That's a feat.
I think I dumped it for some reason. I needed a room, or no, I was handing. I put it in that bin for you because you were setting all those other things up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No big deal. I'm right next to the big storage bin. Let me get that thing powered, and then I'll go after the.
You know, instead of using walls to justify this dang thing's existence, how about we start using?
I do like using the space elevator zone as the. This is where we build the stuff to go into shipments.
Yeah.
Oops. I didn't need to be there. I need to be over here.
Yeah, I think this is how we do it. We have to make it a little wider to make it work, but whatever. We got concrete. This is already going to be...
Yeah, we run out of concrete. Something has gone horribly wrong.
Yeah.
All right, what'd you say you wanted? The attachments? The pipeline wall attachments?
Pipeline wall attachments, yeah. Much appreciated.
Not a problem. I'm not going to do the hypertube ones. The camera does really wonky things when you go through a hypertube through a wall. I'm not a fan.
Understandable.
Oh, you said the factory ladder is a useful thing for you, right?
The factory ladder?
Yeah, the straight up ladder.
Yeah, on occasion it's useful.
Okay. We've got the tickets. We sank a bunch of plastic recently, so...
Good stuff.
I still have some tickets left over.
We got fences now, too.
Yeah, I did that at some point.
Yeah.
And there you go.
All right. Well, I need to go back and get more concrete. And, frankly, more materials to get fuel generators. But maybe we just start with the concrete.
The funny thing is I'm going to turn around and reuse those assemblers that are currently making the stators to make the automated wiring.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
They're built already. I just have to replace the storage bins that are going to have the cables. And I just recycle it to turn those stators into automated wiring.
That'll do it. Okay, so now the question is, how many fuel generators can I make now-ish?
Another 2,500 steel beams, and I'll be able to start the second versatile framework assembler.
Good stuff.
And we have almost 300 of the smart platings. It was like what, a third of what we need.
Yeah.
But hey, in the time we've been, sitting here doing this, that's progress.
There's that. I should be able to get
and then basically at that point, the modular engines will be ready to be built because it just takes motors, rubber, and the steel plate or smart plates to make the modular engines.
Mm-hmm. At this
but
point,
it takes a manufacturer.
Yep. We can put down some bespoke manufacturers. Yeah.
Well, I'll probably just replace one or more of the assemblers, or just bolt on more floor space to the space elevator platform, which is why I've already done that to fit in bespoke statorville.
Well, we might just have enough HMFs to do one node's worth.
All 34, huh?
So 5 gigawatts of power. Not nothing.
Yeah, I only put the first 20 because I've only got the one node being harvested right now. But I mean, even then, that's 3K.
Yep. Actually, I want to make sure.
Which is going to allow me to tear down one of my coal power plants because I need that coal to do the aluminium.
Generator, come on. So yeah, that's 33 and a third fuel generators, so 34.
Yes, sadly, you can't just build a third of a generator.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to make multiple trips. I'm gonna need to put down a storage bin. Yeah, putting down this hypertube line was absolutely the right call.
How much time have you spent that hypertube?
Fair bit.
Okay, I need to wait for things, and by things I mean steel beams, to get made. So I'm going to go do a little annoying beautification project.
Oh?
Which is to replace the windowed walls that I've been using for the hypertube sites with the reinforced windows.
Yeah.
Because those do look much better for this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a silly little vanity project, but right now I'm kind of in a ain't nothing to do.
That's fair. Sometimes making things look pretty is its own reward.
Yeah, because I basically just have to wait for another... Let's see here. 2,500 steel beams.
Oh. Yeah. Little steel works that could.
This is true. Alright, I don't have that in my hotbar, so... I was say, do you need any computers and circuit boards while I'm down here?
No, I've got all the computers I need to get this first batch done.
Cool. Thought you might, but figured...
Some miracle.
Didn't want to be halfway back and then be like, oh, by the way, I was just down to the computers.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to actually try and avoid doing a whole lot of walls on the fuel generator power plant and try and go for more like open air pillar support.
Okay.
But only
have
like a wall on one side to help lift the other pipe up, and that's about it.
The pipe support and possibly power wall.
Yeah, power wall as well, yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Because I'm going to be going through so much concrete. I don't want to go through that many iron plates. I could, I don't want to.
Oh yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
And besides, it's going to be out on the water, so it'd be, I think, aesthetically, because that is a consideration. I think it'll look cool to be able to like look out and see just this open air platform full of generators.
No argument there. Okay, I've added the reinforced wall to my hypertube hotbar.
Not a bad idea, actually.
So when I'm building those out, it's there to select and reminds me that that's how I want to do this. I'm just going to look at that waterfall over there in the beautiful late morning sun.
And 11
Because sometimes the game is just pretty.
Yeah. Plus 11 stacks of motors. The price of ambition, I suppose.
There you go. Yeah, how does that meme go? Me sowing. This is awesome. I love sowing. Me reaping. Oh heck, what was I thinking? What did I do?
This sucks. I hate it. That's a lot of this game.
You get so caught up in would it be cool if? And the answer is yes. Once it's done, it will be cool. Getting it there is a lot less cool.
Yeah. Alright, I'm now carrying exclusively materials to build platforms and generators.
Yes, I like it. Let's go do that.
17 on one side. That's 5. Did I miscount?
Also one of the most used phrases of a satisfactory engineer.
I did. For the record, the answer was yes, I did.
Well, those big foundations cost you more, don't they?
No, they're the exact same price.
Really?
Yeah.
Important to be careful not to paint things like the power pole, which do not need to be painted.
Yep. Alright, so 5. There should be 17 on one side, so 5. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. Oh, 17 and just in time. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be a monstrosity.
Yep.
Not that I haven't done this before, but like... Man. I was happy to be done with it.
Yeah, like, wait, I'm doing this again?
I also had some mods to speed up some aspects of this.
Right. Yeah, sorry, we are playing this vanilla.
I honestly, I don't mind that, a chance to come back and do it legit. Because we do have one major time-saving advantage, and that's the fact that there's 2 of us.
There is that.
Besides, all the main time save I would get is, one, being able to lay out larger grids of foundations, and 2, being able to cheat a little bit and get just a little bit more materials if I'm short.
Yeah, don't ask me how tempted I am to just buy the steel beams I need.
Oh, now I'm tempted to buy HMFs.
There is that.
But that would probably be too expensive ticket-wise. Well, we'll see once we get...
Well, the steel beams would probably be more expensive, honestly.
Yeah. We'll see once we get... once we start sinking all the resin from this.
Oh, right. Yes, all that resin. Of course, the thing is, like, every time you get a ticket, you drive up the cost of the next ticket.
Yeah, that's the thing. Symmetry. That soothes the lizard brain.
Oh, I tell you what. Making all that stuff line up nice and pretty. Of course, then you start laying pipes, and those never go quite where you want them. And there's no snap to. Oh, well.
That's what the junctions are for. Alright. Then one of you, at the very end... is going to be running at...
That's going to be the 66 one, since you're doing... Oh.
No, I'm just going to do 2... just for symmetry's sake, I'm going to do 2 33s. Whatever, it's one more fuel generator. They're going to be on separate fuel lines anyway, so... Essentially, I'm making the same power plant twice.
That makes sense. It actually, just being able to keep it straight in your head,
Yeah.
like, makes it worth doing that all on its own.
Mm-hmm. Value.
Okay, so they are now basically Amtrak stations.
In essence.
Gray with blue trim.
Uh,
Just because those big blocks of orange was bothering me. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I gotta do something about that.
Oh, making this pipeline in the moonlight is a heck of an image.
Isn't it?
All right. I'm probably going to run out of plastic before this is over, but let's do it. Then I'm going to have to figure out the wiring, but one thing at a time.
I'm going to do a silly thing. All right, it's under organization for some silly reason.
Oh, it doesn't need as much plastic. You need half as much plastic as you need copper sheets to make the Mark II pipe, so that's a small blessing.
Yeah. And yes, I built a lookout tower specifically so I can take a picture of this long row of power generators.
Yeah. This is a power plant.
That it really is.
Alright, now to get the hookup. Actually, that's not a bad place for a lookout tower in general.
Yeah, I kind of thought so. It's like, yeah, all right, that's if you need visibility for something. Oh, that's a window. I tried to go through a window. Ooh. However, I think I should probably change to that just in case I fall down.
Thing can barely... The mist is creating this effect where you walk out and slowly this looming row of pylons emerges.
Right.
That is downright spooky.
It's a very atmospheric place to build.
Yeah, in that the atmosphere is very noticeable. Also this one too.
Then you get the crepuscular rays through the equipment.
Oh yeah, goodness gracious.
I love that the screenshot mode has rule of thirds grid lines for you.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Like, I'm not slavishly devoted to it. I usually go a little bit off from that. But it's good to, like, have that reminder, like, oh, I should probably, a little bit more that way. Okay.
Yeah. More like guidelines.
Literally more like guidelines. I'll get out of the way, let you do your thing.
Yep.
I got the screenshots I needed anyway. And now, hopefully, I have puttered around enough that something will have been accomplished. I'm going to check on my handiwork.
It's technically clips, but I don't even care. This is the simplest way to do this.
Oh, yeah, trying to power these things, you just have to go like, no, I'm never going to look at it again anyway, so...
Yep.
Okay, so it's still filling up the rubber bin, and all the plastic is being sent over to the sink. So this is working exactly as I'd hoped.
Huzzah.
And, hey, we're printing coupons. Just got 3 more.
Nice.
And there are more in the bin, so we have some tickets.
Outstanding. How much?
That would be 8 total.
How much do heavy modular frames cost? I'm genuinely curious now.
Parts. Minerals, standard, HMFs, 6 tickets for 50. That's not a lot of, yes, not a, it would get us 50 more, but you probably need more than 50.
Kind of need another 350.
Yeah, we're not getting that with tickets. We've got enough to get 50, and that's it.
All right, well.
That's okay. 1 ticket gets me 100 steel beams.
Yay.
And 600 is not. That's not enough either.
Yeah.
Sorry, 800, because we have 8 tickets.
Yep.
Like, we probably already have 800 just from me puttering around for a bit. Yeah, not bad. 566 out of 2,500, so we're better than a fifth of the way there on one of the 3 things we're building.
Yep.
200, 300, 427 of the 1,000 smart platings as well, so progress. It ain't rapid, but it's progress. And we've got 358 of the 750 staters. I accept all of this. This is progress.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't think I can do anything about that.
Okay. Oh, you know, I forgot the most important thing.
Did you now?
I forgot the power shards. The one time we're actually going to use them to overcharge the oil extractors. This is something.
5 seconds to autosave.
Oh, thank goodness. I don't want to repeat any part of that.
Zoom, zoom. And you'll note the newly painted entrance egress stations.
Ah, indeed. Nice. I do like this. That is very fun.
It's the little things.
Yeah. Alright. Where's that stash of power shards? It's in the bin.
I did that earlier with I needed something and 25 count.
Yeah.
I was just like, started with a stack of 200. Right click, right click, right click.
Alright, yeah, that should be 6 power shards. I've already hooked up the power, so even though it's not putting out enough crude to fill it up, it's at least starting to go. Alright. Yeah, power shard, power shard, power shard. You're making 600 crude per minute now.
Much better. Okay, so there's now a industrial storage container behind the normal gear storage container because it was getting kind of full.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I took all of the basically plant life and bug guts,
Yeah.
mycelia,
Alien carapaces, yeah.
alien organs, biomass. It's all just kind of hang out in that big bin now. So the front bin is just gear type stuff. The extra pair blade runners, color cartridges, rebar, inhalers, that sort of thing.
It's starting to go. Few fuel generators are online.
Yes.
Production's gonna steadily climb for a while. It's gonna take a while for that manifold to keep to fill up. All the manifolds involved, really, but still, it will achieve parity eventually.
Yeah, it'll take a bit, but yeah.
I'm gonna hook up, but But at least, like, set up a network for the other fuel line. And not necessarily hook it up yet, so that I don't forget later or have to do it later.
We've got a bunch of extra biofuel, and the output container is full, so I'm going to sink a few stacks of it.
Sure thing.
I'm kind of amused at the see-through nature of the awesome sink sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why does it do that? Don't know, but it's kind of amusing. It's a fun glitch. What? I had more of this sitting over here? Not anymore, I don't. By the way, this random bin. It's over near the hub, a couple of the trees there near the hub that I just need to move stuff into. Has 12 heavy mod frames, had a bunch of steel beams.
Oh.
Had being the operative word.
Yeah. Not long for this world.
300 some odd EIBs. So I'm running around trying to harvest things. That's another 1,000 for my steel beam problem. Not getting that tonight. It's going to take too long for those to be produced.
Yeah, let's also make sure there's a valve here so that it's always going that way. And not backwashing.
I've never played with the valves.
Sometimes they come in handy in preventing fluid dynamics from doing silly things.
Good to know.
Because the fluid, as inscrutable and unlike fluid dynamics as it is, it wants to fill all the channels that it has access to evenly. And that
sometimes
includes
could
forwards
mean
and backwards.
going backward.
Yeah. So sometimes if you want to be sure at least that there is something saying, no, you don't go this way, you go that way, you put down just a valve by itself will ensure that without even having to do any like flow regulation. Just say, yeah, all of it this way, not that way. Pumps do the same thing, but valves do just flow regulation and directional regulation. And there have been places where I find that to be a useful bit of safety.
Right.
Oh, look at him go now. Oh yeah, we're in the realm of 8,700 megawatts.
Oh, wow.
That's not all of them yet.
Yeah, so between the Crater Lake project and this, our power needs are met for a while.
We'll be fine.
And you're not even done yet.
I'm not even.
This isn't even my final form.
Yep. Not even at 100%.
Okay. Concrete producer is now standing on pillars. On that end. The end that isn't supported by a wall.
Yeah.
Okay. We are probably approaching the point where we can wrap it up.
Yep.
It's top of the hour, and I don't have anything I can work on at the moment, and you've got the power mostly up and running. So if you are...
And I'm not going to be
If you still need to do a couple of things...
The only thing I really want to do at the moment is just kind of get the second floor prepped and ready. More or less. Just kind of...
Alright.
Alright, gonna grab some more concrete, come back, do all that, and then probably call that a day. Now that I have a jetpack, I can just jump down.
Ha ha ha. Also made the power pole situation at the hub slightly less lunatic.
Yeah, probably.
Well, there's a power pole that was like powering the power pole next to it, and the awesome sink way the heck across the way. And I'm like, okay, let's tidy that up.
Yeah, that's fair. Back when we were just like, screw it, let's just get it powered.
Well, yeah, when it was Mark 1 power poles, you needed 800 of them.
Yep.
Well, not bad.
So
where do you want to end this one out? Do you want to end this one out down at the new site or up, back up here, or what do you want to do?
Probably. Thing is, I'm not sure what we're gonna do next. If we're being real, it's mostly just like start looking into kind of our production issues that are slowing us down. Might dismantle the coal, the
old coal,
the old coal, the first coal. So
that's kind of what I was thinking, because we can either amp up the steel production, which
not
I think
the
we're
worst
learning
idea,
now is like steel. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, honestly. I mean, part of the whole point of getting the massive power online is to be able to sunset some of that old stuff.
Yeah. What was that? I was up here for concrete. That's right.
Oh, you can check out the pillars I put in place and the.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's much more organized. Nice wire management.
Yeah, I had to make it a little nicer.
All right, back down I go real quick, and then probably I think we want to start from the hub next time, because
Okay, I will hang out here then.
Done just about everything I can do. I've done just about everything I can do down there.
Right.
Short of having another
Several hundred heavy mod frames.
Yeah. 340.
I mean, we'll get them.
Eventually.
But not in the next session, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, it might just be that it's time to kind of redo Steelworks, maybe.
There is that.
Like,
I mean, I'm not sure it needs to be like rebuilt from scratch, but
no.
it might need some expansion.
Well, like, the setup that has it making, like, there's a lot of dependencies where it's making EIBs and statters and the steel beams and the steel pipes.
Right.
And while that has
we needed a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And that's what we got out of what we could, because we also needed the power.
Yeah. And I'm just not sure.
Oh, we've got some time to think about it.
Yeah. If nothing else, could probably do more like targeted things with the remaining coal and maybe a little iron from elsewhere.
It's the iron from elsewhere that might be entertaining, because yeah, if you've already used up the iron that's there, that's the iron that's there.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, to make coal, you need iron. Ooh, maybe this is when we start thinking about that ingots to steel thing.
Ooh.
Remember, I kind of laughed it off at first.
Wait, what do we have? Steel ingot?
Didn't we grab that one?
Steel ingot. Iron ingot and coal to steel ingot. Still requires iron and coal.
Right, but if we need to outsource the iron, we can ship the ingots instead of shipping the ore. We go through the smelter process and then say, here, have a whole bunch of ingots. We smelt on site, transport the ingots instead of trying to transport ingots at rapid pace and then build 8 smelters.
You might
or however
have
many.
a point there.
We may have actually lucked out on picking up that recipe.
Might give us some flexibility, if nothing else, in how we approach expanding Steelworks.
Yeah, we can decide. No, this is the way. Wait, no, instead the other way. I like having those options.
Yeah.
Which is, of course, another thing we can be doing is grabbing another couple hard drives.
That is true.
I mean, somewhere up on that really high freaking set of structures, or rocks, up above the original plateau coal, or plateau oil that we used,
Mm-hmm.
like, the rocks between that and the water have a hard drive on them somewhere. But it's like, it's way the heck up there. You've got to build the stairway to heaven. Because, you know, the designers loved putting hard drives in really hard to reach places.
Yeah.
There might also be a couple more hard drives we haven't gotten out of the interior forest yet.
Mm-hmm.
Follow the road a little bit further along. That might be part of... because I did some exploring in my game, trying to find another way to get to the Crater Lakes. And I did find a way, but not really a practical way. But along the way, I found a hard drive. I'm like, oh, hey. So I know there's at least one there, and the one way the heck up there. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
I really want to get this stupid space elevator thing going, though. Unfortunately, a lot of that's just waiting.
Yeah.
Okay. All that.
All right. That should do it.
And
There's a massive open air power plant with a second floor ready to go. Oh, goodness. It's about as contained as a fuel generator power plant of that size is ever going to be. About as orderly as
which
it's
isn't
ever
saying a
gonna
lot, but
be. Yeah. All right. Wow. That was a heck of a project today.
yes, it was.
And we've at least made some progress on space elevator shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling good about my work. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't get a lot done, but it's not really practical to try and go a lot faster.
Yeah, no.
Like, the whole point of the tier 7 and 8 unlock is that it is huge. You can't really rush it
Not really one bit, no.
without, tearing out all of your infrastructure and going, okay, now everything goes toward that.
Everything, all of our production goes towards these specific items that will never be used again.
Which, when you're playing single player, you can just be like, okay, I will do all of that and then go hunt hard drives or whatever for a few days. But, yeah, co-op, it's like, okay, now you've done that, we can't do anything else because all of our production is now this other thing. And that's fine. Honestly, okay, we must now stop down into this other thing.
Yeah, I don't.
Fine.
It's not the worst thing. All right. Well, I think I'm ready to put tools down and call it a day.
Alrighty, hang on a second here. I'm going to unmug. Get our end of day screenshot in. Nope, let's do that from there. And kind of a weird sun angle, but that's okay. I'll take it. All right, folks. That was another fun session. 3 freaking hours of building.
And getting... Oh, we've broken into 5 digits now.
Oh, look at that.
It's a bit
That's
decimalized
amazing.
because of the overclocking, but it's pretty negligible. That's still an extra 5 gigs of power.
Yeah, I think we can sacrifice the old coal plant.
Yeah, but easy. Easy. Like, it's
All right.
that'd be barely a fifth of our total now, so...
This
Alright.
is save day 11,
Wow.
and that is in the bag. We have a save file.
Outstanding. Well, see you next week, everybody, for whatever the heck we're going to do to kill time, I guess.
Well, like I said, I think that coal plant demolish is on the short list.
Yep. And then
All right.
contemplating what we do with that coal.
Yep. Steel. It's going to be steel.
Yeah, it's going to be more steel products. Yep. All right.
All right. Until next time.
Later, everybody.